Han weekly Shabbat service. We're glad to have each and every one of you here in your respective places. We hope that you have a wonderful time as we come before the throne um, with truth and our love for Him. Let's go into prayer. Almighty Yahweh, we come to your sovereign before your sovereign presence, and we thank you for the long life that you have given us today. We thank you for another day that you have made, a day in which we will rejoice and be glad in it. Abba, we thank you for your people. We thank you that without your people, without you, Abba, we are nothing. And so I thank you that you bring us together to hold one another accountable, to love on one another, to exalt one another, to do to great works. And Father, as we go into this service, we ask, Father, that you would help us to put those things on the back burner that should be on the back burner, that our focus may be a focus on you. As we come into your presence with thanksgiving in our hearts and we enter your courts with praise, we ask, Father, that you receive this offering from us. Almighty Yahweh, we ask that you bless the man that's going to bring the word to you. We ask, Abba, that you would bless the person that's going to be doing the liturgical portion of this service. May it be pleasing in your sight. That those among us who may not be feeling well today, who may be sick, we ask that you touch them from the top of their head to the soles of their feet right now. And those that need to hear a word from you, we ask, Father, that you open their ears and their eyes that they may hear and see. And those that need just a touch, an intervention, that you would intervene in that situation. We ask these and all your things in your precious name. Amen. Amen. Haza.
We hear the meditation. Our Father Yahweh tells us, keep justice and do right, for soon Yeshua T, my salvation, will come, and my deliverance will be revealed. Blessed is the one who holds this fast, who keeps the Shabbat, not profaning it, and keeps his hand from doing any evil. Let not the joined stranger say, Yahweh will surely call me out of his people. Let not the maimed say, I am a dry tree. For Yahweh says, to all those who keep my Shabbatot, who choose the things that please me, and hold fast my covenant, I will give a name better than sons and daughters, an everlasting name. Even strangers who join themselves to minister to Yahweh and love my name. Everyone who keeps the Shabbat and holds fast my covenant, these I will bring to my set-apart mountain and make them joyful in my house of prayer. For mine will be a house of prayer for all peoples. We bless Yahweh and hear the kol shofar. Blessed are you, Yahweh our Elohim, sovereign of the universe, who sanctifies us by your mitzvah and calls us to hear the kol shofar. Baruch atah Yahweh Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu l'shmoa kol shofar. Amen. All right, we bless Messiah. Blessed are you, Yahweh, our Elohim, sovereign of the universe, who has given us the way of escape in Messiah Yahshua. Amen. Baruch atah Yahweh Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu et derech haYeshua b'Mashiach Yahshua. So with joy we draw living waters from the springs of deliverance. Ushavtem chayim mayim b'sason mene haYeshua. We bless each other. On that day, Jacob blessed his grandchildren. He said, in time to come, people of Israel will use you as a blessing. They will say, may Elohim make you like Ephraim and Manasseh. For men and boys, may Elohim make you like Ephraim and Manasseh. Yesimcha Elohim ke Ephraim vechi Manasseh. For women and girls, may Elohim make you like Sarah, Rivka, Raquel, and Leah. Yesimech Elohim ke Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, ve Leah. May Elohim bless you and watch over you. Yeverecha Elohim veyishmerecha. May Elohim shine his face toward you and show favor. Yair Elohim panav velecha v'yichunika. May Elohim be favorably disposed towards you and grant you peace. Yisa Elohim panav velecha v'yasim lecha shalom. We entered the set-apart home. How lovely are your tents, O Yaakov, your dwelling places, Israel. Matovu ahalecha Yaakov mishkenotecha Israel. Through your abundant favor we will enter your home. In awe we will bow down within your set-apart sanctuary. Ve'ani berov chadika avo vetika ish takave el hechal kadsheka be'ir ateka. We love the home you live in and the place where your radiance resides. Yahweh, ahavte meon betecha mukom mishkan kevodeka. We will fall and bow, bending the knee before Yahweh our Maker. Bi'ani ish takave be'ekrea evrecha lifnei Yahweh osi. May our prayers to you be at the appropriate time. Ve'ani tefilati lecha Yahweh et ratzon. In your abundant righteousness, answer us with the truth of your rescue. Elohim berav harika aneni be'emet shika. We favor kin and Talmudim. May it be your will, Yahweh our Elohim, and Elohim of our foreparents, that you show favor to us and all of our friends and relations, and that you grant us and all in Israel a good and long life, that you remember us with good thoughts and blessings, that you consider us with your salvation and your compassion, that you bless us with great gifts and favors, that you make our households complete, that you cause your presence to dwell among us at all times. Privilege us to train up our youth, proselytes, disciples, and all Talmudim in wisdom, understanding, in loving and revering Yahweh, in belonging to Yahshua, the Anointed One, and being committed to Him. Let them be people of truth, set apart for Yahweh, to illuminate the world with Torah and Tov Mitzvot, doing all in the service of Yahweh. Hear our supplication right now, and give us the same favor as our spiritual mothers and fathers. Cause our light to shine as a reflection of your face for all ages, so that all Israel might be saved. Amen. We cite the Shema. Hear, O Israel, Yahweh is our Elohim. Yahweh is one. Shema Israel. Yahweh Eloheinu, Yahweh Echad. Blessed is the name of his esteemed realm forever. Baruch Shem Kavod Leolam Vayed. And you will love Yahweh, your Elohim. Ve'ahavta et Yahweh Eloheka. With all your heart, with all your being, and with all your might. Bechol levavka uvkol nafshecha uvichol meodecha, and you will love your neighbor as yourself. Vahavta lire'aka kamoka. Let these words that I command you this day be upon your heart. Vehayu hadevarim ha'enla asher anoki mitzavka hayom al levavecha. You will teach them diligently to your children. Veshinantam levanecha vedibartabam. And speak of them when you sit in your house, Beshivtika, Bevetika. When you walk upon the path, when you retire, and when you arise. Uvlechtika, Vadarek, Ushokbeka, Uvkumika. And you will bind them for a sign upon your hand. Ukshartam, Leot al Yadika. And let them be frontlets between your eyes. Vehayu letotafot bein enicha. And you will write them on the doors and the gates of your house. Uche tavtam al mezuzot betika uvish areka. We bless the blessed. This is responsive reading. If y'all want to read along at home, read on the bold print and join me. Baruch et Yahweh HaMevorach. Baruch
Yahweh
HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. Bless Yahweh, the Blessed One. Blessed is Yahweh,
Yahweh, the Blessed
One,
for
all eternity. Remember the Shabbat day to keep it set apart. 6 days
will you labor and all your
work, but the seventh day
is
the Shabbat of Yahweh, your Elohim. In it you will not do any work. For in 6 days Yahweh made the heaven and the earth, the sea, and all that is in them, and rested on the seventh day. That is why Yahweh blessed the seventh day and set it apart. Speak also
unto
the children of Israel, saying, above all, my Shabbatot
you will keep.
For this is a sign between me and you throughout your generations, so that you may know that I am Yahweh who sanctifies.
Awesome.
The Israelites are to observe the Shabbat, celebrating it for the generations to come as an enduring covenant. It will be a sign between me and the Israelites forever, for in 6 days Yahweh made the heavens and the earth, and on the seventh day he abstained from work and rested. And it will come to pass that from one new month to another, and from one Shabbat to another, all flesh will come to worship before me, says Yahweh. We minister shalom. Shalom be yours, ministering Malachim of the El Elyon, coming forth from the sovereign of sovereigns, the set-apart one. Blessed is he. Shalom Alechem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon. Mimelech Malachei Hamlachim Hakadosh Baruch Hu. May your coming forth be in Shalom, Malachim of Shalom, Malachim of the El Elyon, coming forth from the sovereign of sovereigns, the set-apart one. Blessed is he. Boachem leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Melchei Hamlachim Hakadosh Baruch Hu. Bless us with shalom, Malakim of Shalom, Malakim of the El Elyon, coming forth from the sovereign of sovereigns, the set apart one. Blessed is he. Baruch ne Shalom, Malachi HaShalom, Malachi Elyon, Yimelech Malachi, Hamakim Hakadosh Baruch. We hear the word and the teaching. Let the words of our mouths and the meditations of all our hearts be acceptable in your sight, O Yahweh, our strength and our Redeemer. Amen. Let the prophets prophesy. Whenever the ark set out, Moshe said, Arise, O Yahweh, and let your enemies be scattered. Let them that hate you flee before you.
Amen. Amen. Bishop Snyder, what is the Tov Devar that you have for us on today?
It's a pretty well-known message. I'm going to be parroting somebody else's words today. It's called The Sermon on the Couch. Father, I pray you bless the words that come from my mouth today and the meditations from my heart. Let these words that are your words become the very word, Devar, in each one of our hearts today as we go forth on this Shabbat, planning, thinking about our next week, getting ready for the opportunities that you are putting before us day by day to bring forth the kingdom and the restoration of creation. Amen. Repentant folks are fortunate. The sky is theirs. Mourners are fortunate. They'll be comforted. Gentle folk are fortunate. The earth is their inheritance. Those hungry for justice are fortunate. They'll be satisfied. The merciful are fortunate. Mercy will be theirs. The pure are fortunate. They'll see Yahweh. Peacemakers are fortunate. They'll be known as Yahweh's children. And congratulations to those who are persecuted for the sake of justice. The sky is theirs. Congratulations to you who are insulted and persecuted. You are fortunate when every kind of evil is spoken about you falsely for my sake. Be thrilled about it. Your reward is huge, the same as that of the history's great saints who were also harassed. But you folks who are rich, you'll be wretched then, for you've received your reward already. And you who have plenty to eat will be wretched, for then you'll be hungry. You folks that are so happy and carefree now will be wretched. You'll weep and mourn later. Woe to you who are highly spoken of. In an earlier time, people spoke highly of false prophets, and look how they ended up. Yes, look. You are the salt of the world. So if the salt has lost its saltiness, how can we say the world has been salted? If salt isn't salty, then what's it good for? Nothing. It might as well be walked upon just as though it were worthless sand. You are the world's light. Down up there on the hill is impossible to hide. Likewise, a candle isn't lit just to be put under a bushel basket. A burning candle is set on a candelabrum so a dark room can be brightened up. Likewise, let your light shine by doing good, so that your goodness, like a candle in a dark room, might be seen and glory given to your heavenly Father. I haven't come to repeal the Torah of Yahweh you find in your Tanakh, or to diminish the influence of its authors. Rather, I've come to obey and fulfill them all. The universe could pass away, yet not the slightest bit of the Tanakh, Torah, or prophets can possibly be diminished until their fulfillment. So whoever countermands the commandments of Yahweh in the slightest way will be the least in the sky kingdom. For those who obey the Torah, they will be great. For unless your devotion to righteousness is greater than that of the pastors and church officers, you'll never enter the sky realm. For instance, you've heard tell that you shouldn't kill anyone, or you may end up on death row. But I'm telling you that for just being angry at someone, you may get the death penalty. And if you spit at someone, you may obligate yourself to the burning trash heap. So if you intend to give offering to Yahweh, before you do, go be reconciled first. Befriend your accusers quickly, or else your accusers may turn you over to the judge, and the judge may turn you over to the bailiff, and you may end up in prison yourself. And be assured, you won't be released from there until you serve out your full sentence. You've heard tell that you dare not commit adultery, but I'm telling you that if you even look at someone with intentional lust, you've already become an adulterer inside. If your eye causes you to sin, yank it out. This is better than being thrown under the burning trash heap. And if your hand causes you to sin, you're better to cut it off than end up on the heap. You've also heard that if you want a divorce, you need to go to court. But I'm telling you that if you divorced for any reason except immorality, you make your partner an adulterer too. And whoever then marries an adulterer becomes one as well, according to the Torah. You foretell that you shouldn't break your solemn promise, but fulfill it as though you had agreed with the master himself. Now, I'm telling you to give up swearing completely. Just say yes or no. Anything more comes from the evil one. You've heard tell, an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. But I'm telling you, it's no use getting even with somebody who's done you wrong. If someone slaps you, let him slap you again if he dares. If someone forces you by law to work for him, do more work than you need to. Listen to me. Love your enemies. Do good to those who hate you. Bless those who curse you. Pray for those who abuse you. And give to everyone who asks you. If you lend something and don't get it back, don't even ask for it. If you lend expecting to receive, what credit is that to you? Even sinners lend to sinners with the expectation of getting something more in return, but your standard is higher than that. In fact, give and lend to anyone who asks. And what you give will be returned to you generously, pressed down, shaken together, running over into your lap, measure for measure. You foretell, love your friends and hate your enemies. But I'm telling you now, do loving acts for even your enemies, and pray for the people that cause you pain, so that you may remain children of your Father in the sky, who causes the sun to rise on both the good and the bad, and sends rain on the just and the unjust. Face it, If you only love those who love you, where's your reward? Even the most contemptible person loves and is loved. But you must be perfect, as your Father in the sky is perfect. But don't do good to be seen. You'll not get any reward from this from your sky Father. When you give your offering to the needy, don't shout it from the housetops like the show-offs do. Those people who want praise. The praise of their crowd is the only reward they'll ever get. So when you give, don't even allow one hand to know what the other hand's doing. Give secretly, and your Father will reward you openly. Don't be a prayer hypocrite. Show-offs love to get attention in church, in and out. They've already received their reward, but when you pray, go secretly into your room. Shut the door. Pray to your Father there. And your Father, who sees you in your secret place, will reward you in secret. And in your prayer, don't do a lot of talking. Some think that Yahweh is deaf, so they talk really loud and long. Don't be a hypocritical show-off. Your Father knows your needs before you even ask. Pray like this. Our Father in the sky, your name is sacred. May your reign come, and your purposes prevail here on earth as in the sky. Today, give us what we need for tomorrow. Cancel our debts in the same measure that we cancel what we're owed. Keep us from hard trials and temptations. Deliver us from the evil one. Amen. Remember that if you forgive sins, your sky Father will cancel yours. But if you fail to forgive, your sky Father won't forgive you either. You may fast and pray. Now, when you fast, make sure you don't screw up your face to get attention like the show-offs. For their reward is your attention. When you go on a fast, wash your face, comb your hair, so that the others don't know you're fasting. Your heavenly Father, who watches from a secret place, will reward you. Ask, you'll be answered. Look, you'll find. Knock, and the door will swing open. This goes for everybody. If your son asks you for an egg sandwich, will you give him a stone? Or if your daughter asks for a little check, will you give her a snake? Of course not. If evil folks still know how to give good gifts to their kids, how much better will the gifts that your good Father give you? Treat others as you want to be treated, and give others gifts that you'd like to have for yourself. If you do this, you'll fulfill the spirit of the Torah. Don't invest your valuables in worldly endeavors, where the moths depreciate your treasure, taxes rust it away, thieves steal it. Invest your valuables in the endeavors of the sky, where there are no moths, corrosion, or thieves. Either way you invest, your minds and hearts will reside with your investment. That's for sure. The eye, it's the receptacle for light. If your eye works okay, your whole body will be full of light. But if you're blind, your whole body is full of darkness. And if there's no light, then your darkness is very great indeed. No one can work for two employers. Either she'll hate one and love the other, or she'll be faithful to the one and despise the others. Likewise, your employer can't be both Yahweh and Mammon. Don't fret about how you'll make a living, what you'll eat or drink, your health, or what clothes you'll wear. Isn't life more than food? Your body more than clothes? Huh? Look at the birds. They don't work or invest money, yet their Father takes good care of them. Aren't you worth more than a flock of birds? And does worry add years to your life? No. So why do you worry about goods? Think about how flowers grow. They're not financially viable, yet even Solomon in all his glory was never dressed as lavishly as a tiger lily. If Yahweh clothes the grass that lives today but is dead and burned up on the trash heap tomorrow, then won't he do a better job for you, as faithless as you are? So don't be worried and say, how will we pay this or that? Or what will we eat or drink? Or what will we wear? Worldly people fret about these things. Your sky Father already knows what you need, so go after his kingdom and learn his ways, and all the things you want will be yours too. Don't be worried about tomorrow. Tomorrow will worry for tomorrow. Take one day at a time and have mercy, just as your Father has been merciful to you. If you don't judge, you won't be judged. If you don't condemn your friends, then you'll not be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. And while you're at it, don't be so critical. What goes around comes around. You'll be criticized in the same measure you criticize. How can you see the speck in your brother's eye through the log in your own? How dare you offer to exploit his little speck? You show off. Take the log out of your own eye so that you can see to pick up that little speck. On the other hand, don't throw your pearls to dogs. If you do, they may trample as the hogs turn to attack you. Choose the narrow door. The wide and easy door leads to destruction. Most people take the easy way, but the road that leads to life is narrow and difficult. Few find it. Along this road, be wary of advisors who act as though they were really concerned about your welfare. By appearance, they're innocent as lambs, but inside as hungry as wolves. You'll know them by their fruits. Do scuppernongs grow on a sticker bush? Or do satsumas grow on a prickly pear tree? No. Every healthy tree bears good fruit, but a bad tree, it bears bad fruit. A bad tree can never bear good fruit, or a good tree bad fruit. Every tree that doesn't bear good fruit will be chopped down and pitched upon the burning trash heap. If you know fruit trees, then you'll know good advisors from bad. Just because you say I'm the Lord doesn't mean you'll enter my kingdom. No, you'll only enter by doing what my Father wants. Someday many folks will say to me, Lord, Lord, didn't we preach for you and cast out demons for you and do great things for you? And then I'll tell them plainly, no, you didn't. I never even knew you. Get away from me. You are ministers of the devil. For can the blind lead the blind? Won't they both fall in the trash pit? A student isn't smarter than his teacher, but he will be when his teacher has taught him everything. These are my instructions for those of you who really want to enter my kingdom. Don't call on me, Lord, Lord, yet not do what I tell you. Everyone who hears me and does what I say will be like a contractor who builds his house on a solid footer. The hurricanes came and it beat the house, but it didn't fall because of its strong foundation. Whoever won't follow my instructions is like the fool who built his house right out on the beach. The hurricane came and the waves beat against it and it fell down, and devastating was its fall. If you believe that I am in the Father and the Father is in me, then you know what I say doesn't come from me, but from him. Truth now, I'm in the Father and the Father's in me. You know this because of the signs I've shown you, healings, exorcisms, miracles. If you believe in me, you can perform these same signs and even greater ones, because I'm going to help you from my Father's side. Whatever you ask in my name, I'll do, that our Father may be all the more greatly appreciated. If you ask for something to be done in my name, hey, I'll do it. But if you love me, you'll keep my sayings. Then if you do, I'll ask my Father, and he'll give you an advocate to be with you forever, the Spirit of truth. The rest of the world, it can never accept this advocate because it doesn't know him. But you know him because he is with you and in you. No, I never meant to leave you as orphans. I will come to you as your advocate. Whoever holds to my commandments and keeps them loves me. And my Father loves whoever loves me, and I'll love her and reveal myself to her. So don't be troubled. If in God you trust in me also. My Father's place has many luxury apartments. I'm fixing up an apartment for you. And when it's ready, I'll come get you so that you can be with me always. And I'm coming soon with rewards to repay all people as their service deserves. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last, the beginning and the end. Those who wash their robes clean will be blessed. They'll walk through the gates of that beloved city of New Jerusalem and feed on the blessed tree of life forever. Amen. Eisen?
Got it. Thank you. That was a really wonderful teaching. When the ark rested, Moshe said, "Return, O Yahweh, to the 10,000 thousands of Israel." We pray together. Our Father in the sky, may your name be sanctified. Avinu Shabashamayim Yikarash Simcha. May your reign be blessed. Your will be done in sky and land. Veit Barek Malchutka Ritzonka Yihaye Asui Bashamayim Uva Aretz. Continually give us our bread. Forgive us our sin debts, as we forgive the debt of those who sin against us. V'titein lakmenu tiredit umichal lanu hitotenu keasher amatnu mokolim lakotim lanu. Do not luring us into the nets of a snare. Ve'al tevi enu ide nisayon, and protect us from the evil one. Amen. V'shom rimu mikol ra. Amen. We minister shalom. May your departure be in shalom. Malachim of shalom, Malachim of the El Elyon, coming forth from the sovereign of sovereigns, the set apart. Blessed is he. Zetchem leshalom, Melareche hashalom, Malache Elyon, Mimelech Malche Hamlachim, Hakadosh Baruch Hu. We sing the song of peace. Shalom, my friends. Shalom to you now. Shalom, my friends. May always mercies bless you well, my friend, in all your living and through your loving. Yahweh be your shalom, shalom, shalom. Yahweh be your shalom. Yahweh bless you and keep you. Yevarechecha, Yahweh, veish merecha. Yahweh make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. Yair, Yahweh, panaev alecha bechunnecha. Yahweh lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Isa, Yahweh, panav alecha ve'asam lecha shalom. Thank you, everyone. Do we have any announcements for the rest of the day?
Well, we've got a service going to be about 1:20, and I suspect we'll be doing some music then. And same channel. And I don't know if I put anything up for 3:33 or not today, but I suspect that we'll do something. I hope you had an opportunity to attend last night's event, the genealogy of Paul. I thought that was a really, really good event. And thank those of you that came to that. I'll probably go on with that a little bit because that seems to be pretty interesting.
Very good. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. The service is finito. Thank you very much. Shabbat shalom to everyone. Spend time with your Sky Father today and his son and with anyone else that you can find who's like-minded, and have a blessed day. Thank you all.